you have smoke alarms in your home? If you do, when was the last time you tested them to make sure they work? Making sure that your home has functioning smoke alarms is an easy way to keep your family safe, and educating your kids about fire safety can save lives. Here's my colleague and fellow dad, Tony Martinez.
Well, Alan, welcome to my home. I do have smoke alarms here in the house, 7 of them I counted, but beyond that I don't give them much thought. I usually just assume they're working well.
Right. Installing and maintaining smoke detectors in your home is the easiest and the best way to prevent fire emergencies, and it only takes a minute.
But now, are there risks associated with the detectors themselves, and what should I know about these?
The biggest risk is not having a smoke alarm or having one that doesn't work. They make a huge difference in alerting people that there is a fire in their home. We recommend that you have one on every floor of your home, in the hallway near the bedrooms, one in the kitchen, and one near the furnace.
So are there different types of alarms?
Yes, there are several different types. You have batteries operated smoke alarms. They're interconnected with wires through your house. The most important thing is having a smoke alarm over not having one.
Right, any alarm is better than no alarm at all.
Exactly, and what you have here is an interconnected system. That's good, but you still have to have that battery backup.
Right, but how often are you changing those batteries? I mean, you have to change them still periodically, right?
The 10-year batteries you don't have to change but every 10 years. The other 9-volt batteries, you need to test the smoke alarm once a month and change that battery every year. Once you take the battery operated off the wall, there's usually a little door on the back and the battery just comes out.
And we do this changing the battery once a year?
You change the battery every year, but you want to test the smoke alarm every month.
So it's actually pretty simple. You test once a month, change the battery once a year. What else do I need to know?
You want to replace the whole unit every 10 years, whether they're electric or battery operated. And a good way to remember that is just to write the date right on the back.
Otherwise, you probably would never remember, right? 10 years, long time. Now, what about my kids and smoke alarms? What do I need to know there?
What you need to do is teach your children what a smoke alarm does, what it sounds like, and what to do in the event that it goes off. Most kids, in the event of an actual smoke alarm activation, will tend to hide or be frightened rather than try to escape or to get help.
Well, you can see from a kid's perspective why hiding would make sense, but from a parent, that's horrifying to hear that. So how do you prevent that from happening?
Oh, Tony, get them involved in the whole fire safety plan. Give them an active role. You can rotate the safety officer between the kids. That gives them a responsibility in keeping the family safe, and it gets them more involved in it. And also, when the actual emergency happens, they won't be afraid.
And they'll know what to do.
They'll know exactly what to do.
Alan, great information. I really appreciate that. Now, let me see if I have this right. Here are the 3 things that stood out for me. Number 1, install smoke alarms on every floor of the home. Number 2, test them monthly and change the batteries at least once a year. And 3, teach your children what to do if they hear the smoke alarm. Getting your kids involved in fire safety is a great way to teach them about the dangers of fire, and you'll sleep easier knowing you have working smoke alarms throughout your house.